Hey guys, this is Sahil and welcome to this exclusive episode of Weekly Mastermind. And this particular Weekly Mastermind is going to be based on what all we saw in the last month of June, as well as what all we can expect in the upcoming month of July. So make sure you watch this particular video till the end. And let me quickly share with you the presentation of what we can heads up towards in the next month, as well as the next week. You can consider the first week of July month. So Weekly Mastermind for 2nd of July 2023, where we are going to look up at first market index. What are the current outperforming sectors, underperforming sectors, weekly gainers and losers from last 1 week? What are the current trending stocks? What are the stocks which we can track for upcoming week? And at the end, I'm going to share some of the new cup pattern stocks as well as the previous cup pattern stocks which we are going to discuss. So market index, as you can see, Nifty up by 2.80, Sensex up by 2.76, Bank Nifty up by 2.57, mid cap is also up by 3.25, which means even on Nifty, Sensex and Bank Nifty, we saw all-time high zone in last 1 week itself, which is a very, very good sign. And this is just a beginning. Mark my words, this is just a beginning of a bull run. And in upcoming 1 or 2 years, you can see all-time highs, new all-time highs in upcoming 1 or 2 years. And this is like a golden period for anyone who is starting off their journey. Right. So let's get back to this. Mid cap 50 is up by 3.25. India VIX down by 3.91, which is a good sign for us. Volatility is good. And USD INR is kind of flattish. So next is Nifty 50. As you can see, monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60. And in last 1 week, although on Thursday the markets were shut based on the festival purpose, but still on all the 4 days, it created a good green candle, as well as the opening was like every single day the opening was with good gap up, which is a good sign. And right now we are heading towards all-time high zone. Next is on Bank Nifty, monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60. And as you can see, after a consolidation phase of almost 6 weeks, again it broke out of 60 on the upside, which is a very, very good sign. And right now all the banking stocks can again start performing well. Next is on sector wise. As you can see, all the sectors were on the positive side except media, which was kind of flattish. Rest like pharma gave a very good momentum by 4.40 on the upside. Next is auto 4.10. Next is IT. These are some of the outperforming sectors from last 1 week. Next is Nifty IT. As you can see, monthly and weekly both are between 40-60, and on daily it has freshly broken out of 60. So in upcoming week, if Nifty IT sustains above 60 on daily time frame, which means the IT sectors can, like the IT stocks, can be bought based on value buying, not based on momentum. Next is Nifty Auto, monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60. And even in one of the weekly mastermind session at this point of time where I'm marking, I mentioned like it was almost 3 weeks back where I mentioned that from this point of time, either it can give a consolidation zone or it can give slighter retracement, and then it can furthermore move on the upside. And similar is what we saw for almost 2 weeks. It was completely in a consolidation zone. Again, it took almost moving average support and RSI 60 support, and right now it is heading towards the positive side. Next is Nifty Metal, monthly it has freshly crossed moving average and about to cross 60, as well as on weekly as well, it is about to cross 60, and on daily as well, which means like upcoming week as well as upcoming month for metal sector can be like a defining movement. Next is Nifty and FMCG, monthly, weekly, daily all are above 60. Next is Nifty Energy, monthly is between 40-60, weekly is also between 40-60, and on daily once it crosses 60, so this can be like a contra movement. But as of now, we can avoid energy as well as IT stocks, because right now, as I've mentioned, this is just a beginning of a bull run, like a golden period to make money in the stock market as a long trader, as a buyer. So you can try to avoid energy and IT as of now, and you should primarily focus on some of the outperforming sectors like auto, FMCG, and realty as well. Next is Nifty Pharma, and even pharma sector is in current since last so many weeks. As you can see, on monthly it is about to break out of 60 around 59.8. On weekly and daily it is already sustaining above 60, which is a very, very good sign. Next is Nifty Infra, monthly, weekly, daily all are above 60, complete bullish sign. There are no such signs of panicness or exiting our positions in infra sector as well. Next is Nifty Realty, as I also mentioned about realty as well. Monthly is above 60, and even I guess 3 months back, like 2 months back itself, I made the analysis in weekly mastermind session where Nifty Realty was around the trend line resistance as well as around moving average. But right now it is showing the current, and it has already broken down of the it has already broken out of the moving average as well as RSI right now, which is a very, very good sign for Nifty Realty. Next is Nifty Media, around the base again since last 4 months. It is consolidating and it is forming and testing and retesting the base once again. Next is Nifty. Yeah, some of the weekly best performers from NSE 50. First is IndusInd Bank up by 6.84. Sun Pharma 6.02. As you can see, banking and pharma sector is performing well. Next is M&M, IBL Housing Finance, Dr. Reddy, and even in last 1 week, Dr. Reddy was also one of the best performers. Next is Bharti Airtel, HDFC. These are some of the best performers in last 1 week. Next is worst performers, which is Grasim down by 2.43, BPCL down by 2.17, and rest are Tata Steel, Zeal, GAIL, Adani Ports, and Power Grid. And even you can see the momentum on the lower side is very less as compared to the stocks which are on the positive side, which is also a good sign. Now let's quickly heads up toward some of the trend following stocks. You can consider monthly, weekly, and daily, where we can go for System 3 Advance as well. So first one is M&M, where monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60, and even on daily it has freshly opened the squeeze on the upside, as well as it has given very good buying volume. Like definitely we can go for the lower time frames, that is hourly and 15-minute chart, and based on maybe 60 support, maybe 40 support, we can go for low risk entry into this. Next is BEL, where monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60, and daily has freshly broken out of 60, as well as since last 2 days it is giving very tremendous buying volume, which means there is something good which is happening into this particular stock as well. Next is L&T FH, where monthly has freshly broken out of 60, weekly and daily are already sustaining above 60, and we can go for the lower time frames to get the low risk, high reward opportunities into this. Next is Sahil, where monthly above 60, weekly is above 60, and on daily as well. Even at this particular candle, as you can see, a big red candle with a big shadow. At this point of time, we entered our trade, but hopefully on that particular trade, our stop loss got hit. But right now it is again around the zone of 60 breakout. So once it breaks out of 60, we can enter this particular trade as well. Next is NTPC, monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60, and right now we can go for low risk opportunity. And once it breaks out of this particular high, which is being formed since last 2 days, we can expect new highs into this particular stock as well. So some of the tracking stocks which we can track for upcoming week, that is the first week of July, as well as for the upcoming month as well. So first one is Apollo Tyres, where we have monthly above 60, weekly above 60, and on daily slightly it is consolidating, and right now it has freshly resisted 60, which is not a good sign, but hopefully based on monthly and weekly above 60, we can expect that in upcoming week or maybe maximum 2 weeks, if like all-time high zone has to sustain, although it will sustain because the auto sector is already performing well, based on which once it breaks out of 60 once again, then we can enter fresh. But till then, we can keep it on track. We don't need to anticipate, we don't need to take trade based on anticipation that it is going to go on the upside. We don't have to predict, we just have to analyze. Once it breaks out of 60, then we can execute the trade based on system 3. Next is Bank of Baroda, monthly above 60, weekly slightly consolidating, and on daily as well, it is completely between 40-60 by taking almost moving average support. And in upcoming week, once it performs well and it sustains above moving average, it can again break out of 60 above break out of 60 in terms of RSI, then we can have low risk entry into this. Next is Crompton, where we have monthly is around 40, weekly is also between 40-60, and daily is showing like a contra move. This can be like, you can consider value buying movement, not a momentum based movement, but still once the contra move starts occurring on the positive side, we can expect like a low risk entry into this. Next is Biocon, where we have monthly at the base, weekly is about to break out of 60, it's around 60-61, and on daily as well, based on very big volume, you can see here almost the buying, it is about 15 million on the positive side. So that is also a good sign, based on which, like hopefully by Monday and Tuesday, it can consolidate, it can give a slighter retracement based on time and price parity. But still, based on the momentum which has been depicted so far, and based on the current which we have seen so far in pharma sector, we can expect further momentum on Biocon, and then we can go for the low risk entry into this. Next is DLF, monthly, weekly, both are above 60, and on daily, it gives slighter retracement. And once it breaks out of 60 and takes moving average support, then we can have further trade into this. So these are some of the tracking stocks. Let's quickly heads up towards some of the new pattern stocks which I have analyzed so far in this particular week. First is M&M Finance, where resolution point is around 325.5. This is like a resistance, the previous resistance which has been broken down, and this is almost like a cup of 5 years, where the previous resistance was around 2018 January February month, and right now this is the current month where it is breaking out. The current market price is around 336, where we can enter this particular trade once it sustains above this particular zone. Next is PFC. Although on this particular stock, the entry price, you can consider the exact entry price with the smallest risk has already completed, but still we can have like slighter retracement on this, and once it retraces on the lower side, we can have low risk opportunity into this once again, where resolution point is around 192.5 and current market price is around 215.55, and the entry can be based on resolution point plus 4%, where we can enter, and the stop loss can be like resolution point minus 2%. That can be like proper risk reward ratio for any of the cup pattern stocks. Next is Ashok Leyland, where the resolution point is around 169.5 and current market price is around 167.35. So once it shows momentum on the positive side, and the sector is from automobile, once it shows the momentum on the positive side, we can enter fresh into this with very small quantity, and as and when it move forwards on the positive side, as and when it shows some of the profit, we can keep pyramiding and we can keep adding small positions. Next is some of the previous cup stocks. First is Texrail, where our resolution point was around 73.75 and current market price is around 78.35, which means it is showing positive momentum. Next is Trill, and the resolution point was around 84.50 and current market price is around 99.20, and even this was the thing which I was mentioning, that until and unless it is not breaking out of that particular resistance, we don't have to enter, and this particular stock has broken out of that particular resistance point, which means we can have low risk entry into this. Next is Bharat Wire. The resolution point was around 165.85 and current market price is around 175.50, and even in the lower time frames we can have low risk entry into this. So these are some of the trend following stocks, tracking stocks, as well as some of the new and old cup pattern stocks. I hope that you have gained lots of clarity as well as immense knowledge from this particular video, and I'll see you again in the next video of Technical Saturdays. And even for all the new members, those who are watching this particular video, Technical Saturdays is something which I have started, like a fresh initiative by the Achievers Club, where you can learn everything about stock market, everything about technical analysis right from the basics. So even if you're someone who is starting off your journey, make sure you check out the series of Technical Saturdays. Even by end of this video, I'll be adding like as a thumbnail here, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, make sure you share your biggest takeaways below this particular video, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.